Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for August the 5th through August the 11th. This is the introduction. These are general readings, guys. So if you would like a personal, more tailored reading, please go to my website. There will be a link coming out here somewhere, or you can get the link through the show more section below. They are for your sun, moon and rising, so all the other links to the other videos will be below also. These readings come in 3 sections: the intro, the astrology report, and then the tarot readings. And there will be timestamps to skip the intro and the astrology if you are checking out your sun, moon and rising. I will put the intro on the front at the beginning of each video. Now listen, I must apologize to you guys. It's been a very difficult time for me, so I haven't put any videos up since my birthday, I don't think. I am going through a very challenging transit in my house of health, and so I've been taking care of some things there, and I've had to put I haven't had a lot of energy, and what energy I've had to put into that, and also trying to create income. So I've had to, although I really love doing these videos and I really wanted to, I just haven't had the energy or the time to do it. So please forgive me for that, and I really hope that you guys will like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I've lost quite a lot of subscribers in the last 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So anyway, listen, a way to support this channel, apart from the liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing, is to check out my Patreon page. And I post things there that I don't post everywhere else. And the last 3 weeks, I admit I haven't done very much posting at all. I really haven't been able to. Now, so check out my Patreon page. All the links to everything will be below. Now, I also have a Facebook group, and I have been managing to I do a live at 5 every other week, every 2 weeks. I try to correlate it with the new moon and the full moon, right? So every 2 weeks I do a live at 5. I'm recording this on Wednesday, this intro anyway, and that's the new moon in Leo. So I did a live video in the Facebook group. Now it's a private group or a closed group, and you can request to join that, and I do that. I also do readings, so I answer questions. When I do those live videos, I talk about how this, the new moon or a transit is affecting you, and which house and which area it's affecting you. So if you attend and you give me that, I go over the chart and we talk about it. And then I answer questions on my tarot card there. So you might want to join that. What else? Yes. I'm so glad to be back, guys. I really do appreciate you. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy these readings and that you come back. And if you are returning, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being loyal and for supporting this channel. I really appreciate that. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. And the first aspect that we have is on Wednesday the 7th, and the sun is trine to Jupiter. What does that mean? It means that the sun is in a harmonious relationship with Jupiter. The sun is about creativity, it's energy. So your energy, you'll have abundant energy. Depending on where this lies in your chart, for instance, in Aries, it's about fun, it's about entertainment, and it's about spirituality and long distance travel, kind of with the family. So there's a lot going on there. It is a beautiful energy. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, bigger, better, more. So this is a lovely energy on Wednesday. Now, going into Thursday on the 8th, we then have Venus trine to Jupiter. Now, Venus is the planet of love. It's the planet of relationships. It's the planet of beauty. It's like the appreciation of art and music. And of course, Jupiter's the planet of abundance. So that also depends on where it lands and which area that you are receiving this wonderful, harmonious relationship between these two planets. How are you receiving it? Well, you might want to get a reading to find that out. And that information is below. Now, on the 11th, on Sunday, Jupiter stations direct. That means it slows down. So also that really affects this trine earlier in the week, because Jupiter's a very large planet and it's slowing all the way down. And when a planet slows down, everything, all the qualities of that planet are enhanced and amplified, if you will. So as it stations and that it comes to a stop and it gets ready to go direct, this is going to be lovely when this goes direct. However, on the same day, we have a lot going on. Sunday's a very busy day. So we have Jupiter stationing direct. It's been retrograde and it's going to go direct. And then we have Uranus stationing retrograde. So Uranus has been coming. Uranus is the planet of surprises, sudden happenings, and there's been a lot of change for people. I mean, people are going through many changes. Well, when Uranus goes retrograde, this is a time to it's a breather. It's like, okay, we need to reassess what's going on in our lives. We need to prepare, because in 5 months, Uranus will go direct again, sometime in January. I think it's January the 11th. It goes direct. So it's literally 5 months. So when this planet goes direct, during this time, we're going to look at our lives. We're going to see what needs to be changed. We're going to prepare ourselves for a change when it starts going direct again. Uranus is going to have many changes during this time. Uranus is about electricity. It's about progression. It's also about us being our unique selves. How can we be our authentic selves and be unique and be comfortable with that? What area of life do we need to make changes? Do we need to change? What about us do we need to change? These are a reflecting times for us, so we can prepare for all the changes coming again in 2020. Mercury moves into Leo on Sunday too. So this is also coming from a place of, it's been in Cancer. And Cancer is very emotional based, right? So, your thoughts have been very emotional. There's been some fear there. When Mercury moves into Leo, we have a chance to be heart-centered. We have a chance to choose a better feeling thought. Leo is all about being heart-centered. It's about being magnanimous. We are going to feel energized. Our mind will feel a little more energized. The only thing about Mercury in Leo is that we tend to see the bigger picture and not so much see the details. So we might want to be aware of that, and we might want to pay attention to the details or hone our excitement back in, because it's exciting thoughts, it's energized thoughts, big thoughts, creative thoughts. It's a wonderful creative energy. It's wonderful for writing, for the visual arts and things like that. So that's a very busy week astrologically for us all. So without further ado, let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading for August the 5th through August the 11th. This is one last shuffle just for your benefit. All right, this is for Taurus. I've already meditated and done the intention. This is my second time recording this. I recorded, anyway, I'm redoing these, so I couldn't salvage because there was no audio on it. So I'm hoping that this comes through loud and clear. So this is for Taurus. For Taurus, what wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information can you give Taurus for the week of August the 5th through August the 11th? 3 cards for Taurus, please. 3 cards for Taurus. Oh, I thought that was coming out, but it didn't. 3 cards for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, and blessings can you give Taurus for this coming week? There's 2. That one fell out first, and that second. 1 more card for Taurus, please. 1 more card for Taurus. Oh, wait, there was... Oh, good. 1 came over. Yes, 1 turned over. There we are. Now, these are clarifying cards for Taurus, and I will shuffle it 1 more time for your benefit, because these have all been shuffled off screen multiple times. This is for Taurus. Clarifying cards for Taurus. Please clarify there it is. Please clarify the source, please, for Taurus. Please clarify. There it is. Oh, interesting. Please clarify there it is. Well, this is so similar to, well, it could have been similar to the reading that I did for you last time. Don't recall, because I did that yesterday or the day before. Okay. Oh, let me show you your cards first. The first card out for you is the Ace of Cups. Then you have the Strength card, clarifying the Ace of Cups. Then you have the 2 of Swords, clarifying the 2 of Swords as the Lover's card. And then you have the 8 of Cups, clarified by the Justice card. Okay. Now, the Ace of Cups. Now, in this deck, if you see it, there's a third eye there, and there's all the stages of the moon right above it. This is really about intuition and psychic ability. So this is the gift of intuition and psychic ability. Now, this can also be a new love coming in. And it's also interpreted sometimes as a new baby, but I really am getting that this is psychic. And listen, this is, when this card comes up, this particularly with this deck, trust your gut feeling. Really go with your gut feeling this week. Don't take any risks. If your gut tells you that something's not quite right, go with it. Or, if it tells you to do something, do it. You really have to listen to your body, because your body will guide you. Now, clarifying that this card is the Strength card. So whatever the situation is that you are getting a gut feeling about, and that you intuitively know what's going on, your strength is in self-control. So you are being asked to look, kindness and compassion comes up with this card. And it's about not reacting. It's about responding. It's about being heart-centered. And we have all these planets in Leo right now, right? So we really need to be heart-centered and open and all about love and being magnanimous and generous. So remember, whatever this situation is, don't react in a negative way. Resist the urge to react in a negative way. Now, the next card is the Two of Swords, and this is a decision that you are reluctant to make. There is a decision on the table and you have been avoiding making this decision. And in the avoidance of this decision, there has been some confusion. And this confuses you, it confuses everyone around you, and it's blocking you from moving forward. Now, clarifying it is the Lover's card. Now, the first thing, when I saw these two cards together, I thought, oh, this is also a decision, because the Lover's card can be a decision. This might be a decision to stay or to go in a relationship, whether to be all in and really commit or leave and move on from this relationship. But this is a decision that you need to make, Taurus. Look, it's very hard for you. Change is really difficult for you. You are what is known as a fixed sign, and you get comfortable. You're loyal. You don't want to go anywhere. It's like, don't rock the boat. I want to sing that song. Don't rock the boat. Don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Oh my God, people go nuts tonight. Don't go. I don't want to lose my viewers. But the Lovers, can be a decision. Rock the boat, darling. You need to rock the boat. You have to make this decision for once and for all, because if you're in a relationship and you've been toying with getting out of it, it's important to do it, not only for you, but for the other person. It's not fair to be in something that you don't want to be in. Or if you're deciding whether to fully commit in a relationship, then do so. Weigh your pros and cons and make that commitment one way or another. Leave or make the commitment. Poop or get off the pot. It's that kind of a decision, guys. Now, the next card you have is the Eight of Cups, and this is you not being quite happy with what you're doing. I'm also getting this could be a job, actually. I just came back to this. Could be a job you may need to walk away from. Now, this or a friendship, it's something you've got that's no longer serving you, and you need to make that decision once and for all. And this is you not being content with your life. This is you wanting to walk away from everything. It's like you can't deal with what's going on with you anymore, and you just want something different. So it's like you're fed up and you're moving on. And it's like you don't even care about the financial thing, or your belongings. You just want to get out of there. You want something more meaningful. That's where you're at right now. Now, clarifying this is the Justice card. And this is like Saturn, right? This is about really making decisions. Look, remember that every decision you make has a karmic value. So don't just make this decision for you, not just you. You have to think about everyone concerned. What is the best thing? So if you're staying in a relationship because it's comfortable and you're too lazy to move on, or you don't, you're too afraid of what's down the road, if you can cope on your own, and maybe the love has left your relationship, then that's not a good decision. that might be easier for you, but is it easier for that other person? It's kind of cruel, right? It's like let them go and let them move on. Or if you want to move on and you're moving on make sure that you don't regret leaving, because sometimes you can move on thinking that grass is greener on the other side, but when you get there, you find out it's astroturf. It's not as great as you think it is, and then you'll really appreciate what or who you have left behind. You know, if it's a job, or if it's, you know, if it's a person, if it's a friendship, if it's a relationship, whatever it is. And when the Justice card comes in, it's saying make the right decision for the right reason, and don't make any shortcuts. Don't do anything nefarious or underhanded. Be above board. Do everything correct and right, so nothing can come back on you. Don't create any karma or any bad karma, just good karma. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your patience, for waiting for 3 weeks for me to come back. But I'm here, I'm feeling good. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, or, you know, on social media. And comments. I live for comments and feedback. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know how this correlates with you, or what resonates with you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.